Lieutenant Nutcase here, bringing you our first look at the new Apex map. This is going to be coming as part of Season 15, which is incredible. 15 seasons of Apex have gone by in the blink of an eye. Like, it sounds ridiculous. But yeah, we also know we're getting Catalyst. So that's going to be really interesting. I really think that she's going to, like, change the dynamic of the game. Just something about her abilities. Now, I think it's really cool. Also, like, we've seen, just through this release trailer, we've also got a cool little throwback to, like, the old style transport, like the exfil from Titanfall, which I find awesome. But yeah, let's just have a look at these first impressions, then we'll get into a breakdown. So I can't move around. Oh. Titanfall 3.
You have arrived at your destination.
Please tell me that's a hint to
Please
Titanfall
watch
3.
your step and secure all personal belongings as you exit.
Okay, this looks cool. So, from what I've heard,
Please stand on the
this
platform.
is Sia's home. Alright. This is Sia's home. Alright, that's a barrier. I can hear movement. It's just a dropship departing. I really like the look of this. This is dope.
Vibrant greenery, modern architecture, and marvels of industry await when you step into this new ring.
Oh, I can't access
The
the map
most
feature.
brilliant minds of Boreas plan to one day transform this natural satellite into a thriving metropolis.
There's a Marvin waving at me.
But until then, thank you for joining us. We hope you have enjoyed your time at the next home of the Apex Games and look forward to seeing you again soon.
That is really cool.
Remember, shoot for the moon. This tour has been brought to you by Silva Pharmaceuticals.
So, a few interesting things that I picked up on from that. It's backed by Silva Pharmaceuticals, and obviously you know about the Silva story, about the relationship to Octane, where it was apparently his dad, but then it turns out his dad was an imposter, blah blah blah, which was really cool. I think that was in last season, that story. I'm pretty sure it was that season. It might have been the one before. So yeah, that is quite interesting about how that might come into play. If maybe that's part of the story, because obviously Apex is constantly progressing the in-game lore. So maybe that's going to be a feature, something to look at. I find it really cool that the Marvins are like still building the arena. You can tell that this is going to be people's homes, people's offices, things like that at some point, and it does seem like you're heading somewhere new. Also, when you think about the lore that we've also heard about how it's been hit by a meteorite, maybe it was populated and people have died. I don't know. I'm wondering what's going to happen when, like, we get to next season, the story that unfolds. Maybe it's going to be voice lines from Catalyst that tell us that. But I do think it's cool that you're seeing the Marvins building. And how cute was that guy waving at us? Man, that is dope. Now, yeah, and I love the aesthetics of this. Like, the black charcoal-y stuff. I don't know whether that's the way their dirt is, whether it's like a black dirt they have, or whether that's fallout from the meteorite, because we know that Catalyst builds with black. So maybe that's where she gets her powers from. So, yeah. That's pretty cool. And like, I find it like the style of the whatever you want to call it, the plant life, the vegetation. I didn't want to call it plant life just in case it's fungus, because mushrooms technically aren't a plant. So yeah, but yeah, that looks really cool. Like, I can't wait to get into the nitty gritty. Obviously, you've got sponsorships for a beer from Fuse, which I think is cool, and stuff. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. There's not a whole lot to pick apart. Maybe that there's... What's interesting is that the tour has a new way of moving. So it's like a zipline that's not a zipline, and a new look for the jump pad that kind of resembles what you get in the IMC Armory. I don't know whether that's going to be a feature, because I couldn't jump off it and go and explore free roam or anything. Like, I was locked onto that. So there weren't a lot I could do other than look around. But maybe there's going to be new ways to get around. There's a chance of that, but I can't be too sure. But yeah, anyway guys, drop the subscribe and I'll see you next time.